Friendly SATCOM active.
Today I will be reviewing what could possibly be my absolute favorite class of weapons in Call of Duty Ghosts, the Marksman rifles. Good morning, you beautiful people. Let's get started. The fourth best marksman rifle is the MR28. The reason I say fourth best is because every single one of these guns is above average. I was blown away at the amount of fun I was actually having with these guns. These are my favorite guns in Call of Duty Ghosts at the moment. The MR28 is the weakest of them all because it is most like an assault rifle. However, it still has that marksman rifle low rate of fire. With all of these marksman rifles, your worst enemy is that low rate of fire. Up close, you're going to have a hard time, but the MR28 has the fastest rate of fire, so it is a lot more viable. So that means it is most likely going to be used for that mid-range. You know, you can put the iron sights on it, you can put a red dot sight on it. If you keep the integrated scope, you're going to have the weakest marksman rifle. You're going to need 3 shots more consistently than any other marksman rifle, but still up close you're going to be beat by assault rifles and submachine guns. But that does not mean this is a bad gun. This is not the ARX, it's not the MSBS, it is not the MTS, it is not the MLE. This is a fantastic gun, and all it is the 4th best. It is not the worst by any means. This is a great gun. It just so happens to be the weakest of the marksman rifles. The MK14 is more like a sniper rifle. You know, marksman rifles are the bridge between assault rifles and sniper rifles. The MR28 was more assault rifle. The MK14 is more sniper rifle. When you use the integrated scope with the MK14, you're going to have a lot more consistent kills. If you're looking for a marksman rifle to teach you what the marksman rifles are about, the MK14 is great. Once you can use the MK14, you can go anywhere you want in the marksman rifle category. This is what I would say is most balanced between the marksman rifles. Right in the middle. Up close, you're going to struggle because of the low rate of fire, like I said. At a distance, sniper rifles, the Remington and the M27 will still beat you, but even with all that, it is still a great marksman rifle, and I believe this is my highest KD weapon in all Ghost. I think it's like I have a 3.3 with it or something. I don't know, but I had a really good streak with this gun when I was using it, and I loved it. It was great, but the only thing that was really weak about it is because it was the all-around marksman rifle, it wasn't that strong in any area, and the other marksman rifles were just better. Like I said, not bad, but just not the best. I love these guns, if you couldn't tell. This is a gush fest more than a review. Let's move on to number 2. Surprisingly, the SVU is here. I actually really love this gun, and it is very, very specialized. This gun is great at the far distance. The damage and range this gun has, with a silencer, you will still always get a 2-hit kill with it at any range. This is the gun you use on Stonehaven. This is the gun you use on Stormfront when you don't want your enemies to get away from you at that long distance. When you see that guy all the way across the map, you don't have a sniper rifle, but you have the SVU. Use this gun. It's great. It is more like the MK14. It is more towards the sniper rifle. It is the closest marksman rifle to a sniper rifle, but the rate of fire is not that much slower than the MK14 that I would use the MK14 over this. I would use the SVU over the MK14. Obviously, that's why this is number 2. This is a great gun. When using the iron sights on it, I did not struggle, I did not have a hard time, but I found the engagements I was getting into that I was comfortable with. I would have preferred a sight on it, whether that means a red dot sight, an ACOG, a tracker sight, or whatever. This is what this gun was used for. Silenced long distance. If you're using anything else besides that, you're probably hindering yourself, even though all of these attachments are good. Extended mags, armor piercing, but that can be said with all the marksman rifles. This is a very specialized marksman rifle. This is a long distance. If you're trying to use this up close, you're gonna have a hard time. I will say the aim down sights time feels a little bit faster, even though I know it's not, but the scope just makes it look that way, and I'm a really big fan of this gun. I think this was like one of my last gold guns, so I really have fond memories of this gun, and I really like it. That's why it's number 2. So let's get on to number 1. The IA-2, I believe, is the best thing about every single marksman rifle I've said before. The rate of fire is similar to the MR28. It's a little bit faster so that you can compete in that close range with the assault rifles and the light machine guns, but the damage is still there, the recoil is there. By the way, all of these guns have really low recoil when using the integrated scope, and so that's very good about all of them. Anyway, the IA-2 is also really good at that long range. I feel like the damage and range is really consistent. This is one of the best guns in all of Call of Duty Ghosts. If you want to use the iron sights, you can use it. If you want to use the red dot sight, you can use it. The integrated scope, you can use it. I will say the integrated scope has a little bit of what the Lynx had. The scope is a little bit thicker, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's negatable. You know, you can't really tell. You'll notice it, but it won't affect the way you play at all. Overall, I love all of these marksman rifles. The IA-2 is probably the most well-rounded, is probably the best, but is not overpowered by any means. All of these guns are expertly balanced. They do exactly what they're supposed to, bridge the gap between the assault rifles and the marksman rifles. If you have not yet found these marksman rifles, please go use them today, right now. Whenever you see this, stop what you're doing, go play Ghosts, because these marksman rifles, I've had so much fun over the past couple days using these. It's been great. I've loved Ghosts, and I will say that you can use pretty much every single attachment that you have with these guns and they will do fine. You know, you can use muzzle brake, silencer, you know, whatever, except for maybe the 3-round burst. I've tried it on a couple, I don't like it. If you can use it, you can use the MR28 in close quarters with the iron sights and put the burst fire for more consistency. I don't know, I didn't find too much luck with it, and I found myself trying to force that instead of using what the marksman rifles were intended to do. And a quick tip about marksman rifles, when you are struggling for those medium distance kills with assault rifles, like your recoil just feels like it's a little bit off, for some reason you're losing these battles when you think you shouldn't, take out a marksman rifle. A couple notable spots, I'm trying to give you a sense of the range of the marksman rifles. If you were on C, on Sovereign, and you're looking to the middle, or if you're any side on Sovereign and you're looking from one of the ends into the middle building, those people really love to camp there because it's a really good power position. It's really good for holding down map control. You can get people out of there a lot. I'm sure you've seen it in these clips. Across the streets in Warhawk, across the streets on Freight, around the train tracks. Those are the types of gunfights you want to get into. You want to avoid the medium short distance assault rifle ranges and go towards, you know, like what you would bridge the gap between assault rifle and sniper rifle for. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling on. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really love these guns. I hope you guys enjoyed. Finally, write down in the comment section below, what is your list of the marksman rifles? This is probably the hardest week I've ever had to rank these. The assault rifles, I had my reasons, SMGs, shotguns, but this was the hardest decisions to make for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I will catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day.